Canada's temporary foreign worker program simply doesn't make sense for the construction industry. Canada is a country that was built with immigrants, and many generations of immigrants have started in our country, building the country and investing themselves in long-term careers while making a life for their families here in Canada. The work is hard, demanding, but honest, and comes with an immense sense of professional pride as workers build up Canada's skyline, our bridges, and all our critical infrastructure. The Temporary Foreign Worker Program was designed for sourcing workers when there were simply no domestic workers available to do the work. These acute labor shortages are not what the program is being used for now. In effect, the TFW program is undercutting the wages of skilled Canadian workers and contributing to tens of thousands of Canadian construction workers being unemployed. Some construction companies seeking to reduce their labor costs game the system by offering artificially lower wages in their job postings, stopping Canadians from applying to their ads. When no Canadians apply, the federal government then lets these companies hire temporary foreign workers for wages Canadians simply weren't willing to work for, nor should they have to. Canadian construction represents 10% of our GDP. It's critical that we invest appropriately into the Canadian construction industry by focusing on the domestic recruitment, education, and training, and attracting skilled immigrants to solve immediate labor shortages. Because the only difference between a long-term labor shortage and a short-term one is how long we take as a country to act to address it. This will allow people to grow our economy while they make meaningful, lasting contributions to our community, raising their families here in Canada. Present gaps in our construction labor force exist, but recruitment and training must be directed at Canadians, not cheap temporary foreign workers, to ensure a sustainable future for the Canadian construction industry and Canada as a whole. The federal government is not acting in the best interest of Canadians when companies are allowed to bring in hundreds of temporary foreign workers into the construction industry when thousands of Canadian workers are unemployed and available for work. When foreign workers are required, they should be sourced through a program like the Federal Skilled Trades Worker Program instead. A temporary foreign worker is a foreign national engaged in work activity who is authorized with the appropriate documentation to enter and to remain in Canada for a limited period. A Federal Skilled Trades Program worker is an immigrant who wants to become a permanent resident and eventually a citizen, based on being qualified in a skilled trade at their time of immigration. It's also important to note that any investment into a temporary foreign worker disappears when they leave Canada and return to their country of origin. Any investments made by Canada or the company into language, training, and safety education is a loss the moment these workers go home and contributes nothing to the long-term skill shortages that persist in Canada. These resources could be better used to improve the skills of younger Canadians and to recruit federal skilled immigrants on the path to citizenship. Tell Ottawa to scrap the temporary foreign worker program in the construction industry. What we build isn't temporary. Our workers shouldn't be either.